Okay, I wanted to make this video again or whatever. There's some kind of weird interference or whatever from the the gray aliens or whatever is going on. But anyways, do you want to know something? I think that this idea of uh like Nazis with chemical weapons and nukes and shit and like just people who do not share the same fucking interest. Dude, you want to know something? Dude, I don't see, like, maybe it's me. I don't see how you have Chinese or blacks or whatever. They share the same interests as like some like Irish dude or whatever or German, whatever the fuck you want to say. Dude, I don't see it. Okay? So you want to know something? When you eventually dwindle, I don't see what the point. What do you do? Do you regrow like Polish people and then you kill them again and like you keep on doing that like over and over and over again? Dude, you want to know something? Dude, like if you're saying that these people are they're not valuable people like in society. They don't form any sort of cohesive structure or whatever in society, then if you have to ask me, it's only a matter of time before those people dwindle down to zero, right? And they're replaced by some other minority group, like let's say like Irish people or whatever the fuck, okay? So you want to know something? And unless you have that other group that takes the place of those people as people who are going to lay down and die, which I don't know. Like I don't necessarily see that or whatever. You're gonna get a tit for tat situation in regards to like what's happening now with COVID or whatever. And I don't. You want to know something? I don't understand how um these people around the world are just like, I'm just gonna lay down and die and it's no big deal. Dude, you could, I don't know what you could do, but you could definitely do something besides saying like, oh, I wanna die or whatever. I wanna lay down and die. I think I'm getting off on a tangent here. The reason why I made this video is, dude, I'm noticing something that I think is really really funny. It's funny to me, okay? Is that I think part of the reason why you're doing this shit with COVID or whatever, you're using either chemical, you're either using I made up a new word. Dude, you're either using chemical weapons or biological weapons on the citizens of your country. Now, dude, maybe in Russia or like China or some like whatever the fuck, maybe that's like it's like you're tying your shoes or like part like somewhere in the Middle East. Like it's no big deal. It's like I'm just getting like I'm just eating a sandwich. It's nothing to see here, whatever. But at least the United States, it has this. I've heard people say, which it's probably bullshit, because like if the United States has been fascist, right, since like Hitler, because the United States told Hitler about eugenics and shit. I think it's probably pretty safe to say that they're probably trying to kill like Jews and Polish people and shit that live in the United States, right? So, yeah. So like this idea that like the United States is like this beacon of freedom and human rights and like it's complete fucking dog shit fucking lies. Like it doesn't matter. But dude, getting to the point of why I keep on putting this off. The point of why I made this video, right? Is that I'm noticing that these people who own these these weapons, whether it's the weapons I mentioned earlier, or like guns and nukes and shit, is, dude, these are the people who they're bringing up the idea of climate change, right? and they're saying, oh, having too many kids is bad for the planet. Having too many kids, it's like I can't see people who are German. I can't see people who are French. I can't see people who share the same blood as me, right? They go, they're not, that guy is some kind of wackadoo combination of stupid shit that nobody likes or whatever. He doesn't have pizza. He doesn't have a Volkswagen. He doesn't have, like a croissant or whatever. So, or like snails or whatever I can eat. So, you might as well just kill him or whatever, because like he's not part of our country or whatever. There's no reason for him to be alive. Like whatever he's trying to do, like whether it's like anything that he could do, like anything, and it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's with art or like some sort of small business or even just, I mean, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities that like the guy could just exist and take in information. I don't see why is that like a crime? Like if somebody, dude, I think it has more to do with the fact that the dude is not your blood. He doesn't have Italian blood. He doesn't have French blood. He doesn't have German blood. So basically, he shouldn't be alive. Okay? But dude, these are the people who are saying, they're going, oh, the climate is changing. Yeah, is the climate changing? You want to know why the climate's changing? Is because you're the ones who changed it. Dude, you're the ones who fucked everything up. And you're thinking that if you kill like 5 million people or whatever, however much people you're gonna kill, 4 million people, you convince other governments to kill all those people, you're gonna somehow stop climate change, even though for the past like 10,000 years we've been cutting down trees in order to cook food and shit, and you have the internal combustion engine. Dude, I just got done listening to a black and 3 whites conservatives talk about the fact that we shouldn't invest in renewable energy. We should continue to burn gasoline because it in the short term or whatever, it increases the wealth of the United States. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, dude. It doesn't increase, and he uses the volcanic eruptions as some sort of argument to say, oh, the volcanoes erupt and it causes greenhouse gases or whatever. Dude, you want to know something? You can't do anything about volcanic eruptions. So the fucking guy, he's a fucking idiot. But dude, getting to the main focus, right? Is what is it? Is that, dude, that guy, Mercedes-Benz, he came out, there was some guy that, like, Benz or something, he stole the patent or something to a combustion engine, like, or like, whoever it was, I can't remember, I looked it up on Wikipedia, right? Then he comes out with that shit, and then Ford, maybe later on, or whatever, and Ford is like an anti-Semite or whatever, and it's all like, that shit. So, dude, you want to know something? Like, people can pretend like this shit isn't going on, but you want to know something? There's probably an understanding, even though maybe the science wasn't there at the time, that maybe fossil fuels would, I guarantee you, guaranteed that fossil fuels would cause climate change. But the reason why they're doing it is you have some sort of weird, like, end of days, like, Nazi cult. But dude, even if I can't sell that shit to you or whatever, right? You want to know something? At the bare minimum, you have the cold hard facts is that all these people are that run whatever the fuck it is, North America and Canada and shit, and all these European fucking countries, they pushed combustion. That was their baby. Okay? They didn't push like trains, like electric trains, or like subways, or like living closer to where you work, or like renewables back in like the freaking the 60s, because like I don't know if anybody realizes this, but solar technology has existed for quite some time and we're not using it. Okay? So, dude, these are the people who caused the problem, and they're going to say that they're the solution. They're not the solution. Dude, it's like, dude, I'll give you a pretty good example of what the fuck I think is happening here. And I don't want anybody to say any stupid shit to me. Oh, that's a horrible analogy. Why? Why is it a horrible analogy, what I'm about to say? Do you want to know something? It's like having cancer in your body, right? And then somebody being like, I want to be 100% cancer free, and then be like, no, you can't get rid of the cancer. Seriously, what is that shit? Dude, seriously, think about that shit. They're basically cancer on the planet or whatever, right? And they're causing you to die or whatever, right? And you're like, oh, they're the solution. They're not the solution. They're the problem. They're why everything is fucked up in the first place. It's an undeniable fact or whatever. Do you want to know something? Basically, what I'm trying to tell you, at the very least, right, is you don't listen to their shit for fucking answers. You listen to somebody else who's had a better idea for a long time. You listen to that guy. You don't listen to them. You don't, dude. That's what happens in politics. That's what happens in local politics, or national politics. You have a guy who does a shitty job, right? And you get somebody else afterwards that you think is gonna do a better job. Okay? Because you got rid of the other guy. You're keeping the fucking guy who fucked everything up to begin with? Seriously, and they protect their interests through this shit. Like they have chemical weapons, they have biological weapons, they have guns and bombs and whatever the fuck else, and they're using it on their own fucking country, and you're like, oh, this is the fucking answer that we need. Dude, you want to know something? That shit is so fucking crazy. Like, I don't even know. Dude, if that is what your solution is to a problem, is, you want to know something? Dude, I guarantee you, like, if this is exclusively, I don't think, I'm pretty smart, so, like, I'm going to say, like, I don't think this is exclusively to do with climate change, because I'll tell you this right now. I think at a certain point, right, you would have a situation where people would be like, fuck this. This is, like, whatever the fuck they're trying to do here. If they increased the deaths or whatever, right, to, like, more than, like, whatever, like 30 million deaths or some shit, people would be like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? Do you know what I mean? And, like, the whole planet would come to a fucking grinding halt or whatever, right? Personally, I think this has less to do with climate change, right? The children do not fucking matter, right? That is, like, something that they're going to have to fucking deal with. It's like, or like, we're going to deal with it later on. Like, it's not an important issue, right? What is an important issue, right? Is you have people who don't share, who aren't black, who aren't Chinese, who aren't French or some bullshit, right? And they don't have access to chemical, biological, nuclear, whatever the fuck it is, right? Whenever kind of thing that makes you go, ouch, they don't have access to that shit or whatever. They got maybe a gun, they got a knife, of course, everybody has that. They have a gun, but they don't have any of this other shit, right? So you go, they don't have these things, so we use this. We use these things on them, we kill them, we move on, we take their fucking house, we install a new toilet, and we create new new people who are the same as us or whatever in that dead person's house or whatever, right? That's basically what the fuck you're doing or whatever. And but here's the thing, dude. You want to know something? If this is about climate change, dude, I gotta be completely honest with you. I don't see how the fuck you're gonna stop climate change with killing just like 4 or 5 million people. It's not gonna fucking happen. Like, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, like point blank, I don't see it happening. Like, if you consider like all the progress that the human race or whatever has made since it's moved out of like a fucking cave or whatever, right? There is no way that you're gonna stop climate change with killing 5 million people. Dude, you probably gotta kill like 3 billion people in order to stop climate change. And you want to know something? There's a pretty good chance that even if you kill 3 billion people, right, which this should give you some idea of what the fuck we're talking about here, right? Like, let's say you killed 1 million people, right? That should be good enough to open up some sort of space for you. But you go, no, it's not good enough. We gotta kill more. We gotta kill more. We don't have enough food. We don't have enough whatever the fuck it is. We gotta kill more. Do you want to know something? What I'm trying to tell you, if you don't fucking realize what the fuck is going on here, there is no difference between killing 5 million people or 3 billion people. Okay? That should give you some inkling or wake you the fuck up in regards to like what you are doing to people's lives in like society as a whole. There is no difference between 5 million people and 3 billion and killing 3 billion people in regards to climate change. It's like you're standing on a fucking train track, dude. That shit is going through you, okay? It's just going through you. Dude, you want to know something? In order to solve climate change, like if you don't have some sort of space issue, whatever, dude, you have to completely shut everything down. Like, dude, you know that movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still with Keanu Reeves, and everything's just like, dude, like, that's basically what the fuck you're talking about. In order to stop climate change, dude, everything stops. Everything stops. Seriously, you're not stopping climate change. And you got all those Chinese and shit. They're still burning coal or whatever the fuck they're doing, dude. Forget about it, dude. This is like the one of the biggest. This is like. This problem has gotten away from you, okay? And you want to know something? I think you realize like the scale of this, just like I do. Whatever. You can't, like, I don't even know how that would work, because you think about it. You have to move all kinds of things around, goods, medicine, food, whatever it is, and. Like, I don't understand how, like, even a solution like that would even work. Okay, I don't know if it dude, I don't know. I'm not a logistics specialist. I don't work for UPS or FedEx or some shit like that. So I don't know what the situation is in regard to that. One thing I do know is that in regards to space. Another thing, dude, whoever came out another thing with the idea of moving out of the city into the suburbs because black people or some shit are moving into the city, yeah, that was probably a bad idea as well. Okay, so think about this, dude. Any way you look at it, you're talking about like a 50, if not 100-year gap, where you're trying to fill like a void or whatever of that amount of time. And you want to know something? And that's just, when I was thinking about that just in my head, I was thinking about the United States. Okay? That doesn't, it's not just the United States. It's, it's every fucking country, right? So there was some lunatic who told people the whole fucking planet, or either that, or the whole planet's like the only way we can move around is we can do it through this, the combustion engine or whatever. This is how we're gonna do things or whatever, and we'll burn fossil fuels or whatever. That's a gap of just the United States. It's not just the United States. It's the whole goddamn world. Some guy or whatever, like some unquestionable source or some shit, like said something, and then everybody agreed with it, and everybody started doing it, and nobody gave a shit, and that's where we find ourselves right now. And whether or not you can even do implement what the fuck I'm telling you or whatever is probably not 100% even possible. Okay, it's like probably like, you know, what, like 60% possible at the max. So like it's like, and maybe like shit would break down at that rate or whatever. So you want to know something? This shit is completely fucked, and you're like, hey, we should, and whether or not that's gonna do anything is yet, we're not even gonna fucking do it, cause it's crazy or whatever. So you're coming at me like, oh man, you're the worst thing in the fucking world cause you're God or whatever, and we don't like God cause he's abandoned us, and God, we gotta kill God or whatever, cause it's the only way or whatever. Dude, I got news for you. Dude, whether you kill me or you kill like 3 billion people or whatever, you're fucked either way. And you wanna know something? Dude, I gotta be honest with you. I don't think God has anything to do with it. Because there is no fucking God.